Something that's gone under the radar in the wake of the Hungarian Grand Prix is the team orders battle that's been going on, not between McLaren drivers, but between Aston Martin's drivers. Now, this first came to my attention shortly after the race. I saw a video that someone had filmed from, I'm presuming, the paddock club at the Hungarian Grand Prix, because it was in like the balcony area above the pit lane. And there was Fernando Alonso down there getting weighed, and he looked absolutely livid. I mean, he was speaking to George Russell, and I was thinking, has George Russell done something to Fernando out on the track or something? Like, what's he actually done here? I mean, Fernando was angry for sure, but it was nothing to do with George Russell. It was actually due to some team orders by Aston Martin and how they were implemented and how they weren't followed. So, for those that don't know, during the race, Fernando Alonso was in 10th place going into the closing stages, behind Yuki Tsunoda in the RB, who was in 9th. Now, Lance Stroll, at the time, was faster. I believe he was on some quicker tyres, some fresher tyres, something like that. And the team basically said to Alonso, right, Stroll is faster than you. Fernando, he's faster than you. I don't expect to hear that, really, but they said that Stroll's faster than you. We've got a chance to overtake Yuki Tsunoda ahead. Let him by, and if he doesn't overtake Yuki, you can go back into 10th place. But obviously, if he does overtake Yuki, that's good points for the team. And Fernando was like, yeah, no problem, good idea, lads. Or the Spanish equivalent. So Lance Stroll tries to get Yuki Tsunoda, tries to pass him, but is unable to do so. And the end of the race comes, and Stroll does not give the place back. He doesn't follow team orders. Now, at the end of the day, this is 1 point, but it's not about that, it's about the principle of it. It's about being able to trust your teammate. And going off this, Alonso can't really trust Stroll. Now, in the past, they have done some quite good team orders. Like, Stroll's been like, no, I'm not going to fight Fernando ahead. Let him just concentrate on the guy in front of him. Let him try and pass. And Alonso's said similar things as well about Stroll. Surprisingly, they've actually been quite good teammates. Criticise Stroll all you want, but they have been good teammates. But this is really bad, this, because you add it to the fact that, obviously, we have to say it because it's true, his dad owns the team. Lance Stroll's dad, Lawrence Stroll, owns the team. He is the team boss. So, is Lance going to face repercussions from this? No, probably not. And this is going to really enrage Alonso, because there have been times in the past when they've done team orders like this. I mean, I think of Bottas and Hamilton back in 2017, a race I actually attended in person, where Bottas let Hamilton go past to try and attack Kimi Raikkonen ahead. Hamilton couldn't pass Kimi Raikkonen, so Hamilton let Bottas pass through the final corner, despite Max Verstappen being in 5th place right behind them as well. It was quite a risky manoeuvre in a sense. You could almost understand it if Hamilton went, no, I'm not risking that. Verstappen's right behind, I could get passed by him. But he did his duty. He was a good teammate, Hamilton, in that regard. But Stroll's not done this, and this is a really dangerous precedent. This because now they're not going to be able to trust each other. Aston Martin, in theory, in 2026, when both of those drivers will still be driving for the team, they are both contracted to Aston Martin until 26 at least. So regulation change could come in, that Honda power unit could come in, and that could be the fastest car on the grid potentially. You don't know at this stage, it's way too early to say. And if they're in a championship fight or something like crazy like that, Alonso knows now that he can't trust Stroll to do the right thing. He knows that he can't. And it wouldn't surprise me if Alonso's trying to find a way out of the team. I mean, look who's come back into Formula One recently. Flavio Briatore. One of I think he's still Alonso's manager, at least he was recently anyway. Could Alonso find a way out of Aston Martin and go back to Alpine? Go back to Enstone for like the 5th time in his career? You heard it here first. But yeah, it's really disappointing from Stroll this. It's been a really bad teammate. It's one thing to be slow and inconsistent, but doing what he did in Hungary is that's just really bad for the team. It's not helping his image at all. It really isn't. I'll defend him when he does well, Stroll, but more often than not I'm criticising him because he just brings this on himself at the end of the day. But guys, what do you think? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. Did you notice this feud happening out on track? I didn't notice it until after the race. And of course, keep it subscribed to the F1chronicle.com for much more video content just like this.